Hi, this is Suki Cookie, and today I'll be talking about the conspiracy theories of extraterrestrials and UFOs. So, basically, you know what UFOs and extraterrestrials are. UFO being unidentified flying objects, and aliens and are near enough extraterrestrials, uh, um, other beings from other planets, really. So, for fact that today I'll be going through the how this could be related to a conspiracy and how finally it relates to our modern world and what happened then through history from the 1930s. Literally, I'll give you some facts. 1930s, I remember somebody was telling me, and also what I've researched online, was that the War of the Worlds kind of radio program by voiced by and narrated by the late great Orson Welles actually triggered mostly our theories and conspiracy theories based on extraterrestrials and how now modern day we see films such as Men in Black who go through what could be out there, what kind of aliens and who could live out there in the wide world space, wide and outer space. And also, you can see X Files, which actually was inspired by Roswell and what kind of aliens and are we actually alone? Aliens being outside the world. So, also, if you want to know, find out more and want to know, please you can research it yourself if need be. But these facts are, um, you know, going to be coming up soon, and I'll be starting with number one. So number one, 1940s Roswell, New Mexico UFO incident. So commonly, this is the most common conspiracy out there in our modern day media and society. But this actually came from the 1940s, roughly around about 1947, where um, a spaceship from outer space actually did land on Earth or crashed on Earth. This was found out by a foreman who actually saw the sightings first. So this foreman was actually working on a ranch in New Mexico, location Roswell, and the location being Roswell, New Mexico. This man was a foreman on a ranch in that location, and he saw it hitting on Earth, which he actually called the authorities. This would be a sheriff of that town, and the sheriff himself, did actually call. In some theories, actually did call the Roswell Army, which also investigated the problem on the crash site with the involvement of the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, who from this fiasco was finding out what could have caused and what could have happened. So from there, it was the joint operation of the army and the FBI helped with um, creating the Area 51 location where the spaceship was actually held after the crash site and after the crash, and also been under investigation. So from there, it was Area 51, and Area 51 actually had where the autopsy was also the location where the autopsy of the extraterrestrial was. Some people are saying this is a hoax, that there was no alien and there was no spaceship. It could have been a weather balloon, it could have been something um, preposterous. I don't know what you think. I think there was aliens in that object that hit Earth. The extraterrestrial itself could have been something. Um, on the pictures, it looks like some kind of what we look at today as thinking of aliens are that green creature with the funny heads and the black eyes. That's what it looked like. That's where the first depiction of an alien came from that depiction. So from the Roswell 1940s UFO incident, that's where we think of that the green alien, green skin aliens with the big heads and the black eyes. Basically, from there, it stemmed onto other sci-fi movies and what they could have looked like and what could have appeared like. So in this case, having Roswell, New Mexico being the place where it's actually the first sighting of aliens, it could possibly be the first possible sighting of an alien. Could there be? There are other sightings. So number two, Battle Los Angeles theory. Now, the Battle of Los Angeles theories were actually linked to this. So, did aliens actually fly over or come to Los Angeles or LA, United States, California, or California, United States? Some cases this was true. Some people did see sightings of something in the air. At least 1,500 shells were fired in the air trying to find a flying object in the end. People did see something that was flying in the air. With Battle Los Angeles, how could it be in a battle? Some people are saying it could be a battle because basically it was aliens firing back and games. But interesting is that people could hear anti-air weapons going off. That was like I said before, 1,500 shells were fired on some sightings, and then due to this, USA has actually been on high was actually on high alert at the time. This was 1942 roughly, where it happened, and 1942 near enough 1941, 1942 was the attack on Pearl Harbor. I remember the attack on Pearl Harbor, which actually downed most of U.S. naval forces, naval ships, and everything like that. And that was a tragic day. But since Pearl Harbor, they have been on high alert. World War Two, the Americans were a part of the World War Two, and was there any proof that there was Battle Los Angeles actually occurred in 1942? This is actually some people did react. The army had to react. To a flying object in the air, but people are saying that it would have been a weather balloon. It was attacking something that's up there, but some people are saying it's not. It would have been a flying object up there. So that's Battle of Los Angeles or Battle Los Angeles theory, and it actually stemmed to a movie actually called A Battle Los Angeles. Don't know if you've seen it, but it's totally irrelevant to this. The storyline was totally irrelevant, but it was thinking of aliens in space, but in the modern era. How could we react to the threat of UFOs and attacks on Earth? So number three would be ancient aliens. Now, what I'm saying is ancient aliens or prehistoric aliens is that some people in the past have actually said that there are aliens on this Earth. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to explain that planet Earth is actually was a hotspot of aliens back in the ancient times. As you know, that's the pyramids and everything with people thinking that they are made by aliens rather than people. Some people did believe that, and aliens did create most of the civilizations on Earth, as well as aliens somehow interact with our ancestors and interacting with ancient people. During this time, we could see that there are some artifacts and some sites around the world that could be related to alien development. As you can see, the pyramids were one example. Pyramids were actually created by the ancient Egyptians, or could it not be? Because how could three identical pyramids be created all at once? Now, I said in my previous videos that it was created by the Pharaohs Khufus, but do you think Pharaoh Khufu could have been an alien? That's what I wanted to ask anyone. If you do, please comment below if he is or not. You could see that some other sightings, such as the Nesca lines, how precise and how developed and how designed, perfectly designed. From the bird's eye view, we could see that you could see all of them. So probably there could have been a UFO alien that could check through a spaceship the what it's looking at, what it wants to be designed, and somehow draw out a chart, or somehow have some aliens down on Earth and some humans developing it, and then the bird's eye view aliens on the UFOs checking. Yes, good. Oh, no, it needs to be a bit more like this, etc. Then perfect, perfect. That's done. Nothing. Um, and the final thing that I think why ancient aliens did exist and why we have them now, or could have been existing, is that the Easter Island heads, could they be linked to extraterrestrials being able to um, have a design in the head, use rocks, and develop these kind of funny sort of heads for people and for aliens that could be on outside of Earth and dedicated to overlords or to aliens outside. Now goes on to UFOs and religion. This is number 4. UFOs and religion. There may be other religions, and there are religions that actually believe aliens do exist, and conspiracies to this. Do you think aliens exist? Kind of thing. Conspiracies do exist in their readings and writings and scriptures. And some religions, such as the Church of Scientology and Scientology, have proven that aliens do exist. Some aliens, life forms, when you die, your soul is transported to Venus, and somehow you are an alien. Your soul turns into an alien. Battlefield Earth, I think that was one example they written out. Hubbard actually written down. Other shows that same humans, some humans could have been aliens in the past life and come to Earth. That's in the Church of Scientology. Another thing with other things at Church of Scientology is that I found out that Battlefield Earth could have been kind of a book relating to this, to factions, to laws, and to everything. So that's Scientology beliefs, but other religions also believe that there could be aliens in their scriptures and stuff. So such as the Islam and other religions, where they say the end of the earth theory could be done by aliens, but as a spaceship could wipe out, be coming to Earth and wiping out humans. Like the end of days with the Antichrist, it could be alien related, but yeah. So that's one that's going to carry out the end of days. And a spaceship. Ooh, look, Starship Enterprise will come down and go. Darth Vader will be the second coming of the will be the Antichrist actually. I don't know. That's what theories that could be out there on conspiracy theory number 4. That was. Overall, what do you believe? Do you believe that aliens and religion did collide? Did aliens help with making modern day religions? Like I said, Jesus Christ could have been an alien in one of my previous videos on conspiracies, but on this one, this is about aliens and UFOs. So, could he exist? Could there be aliens? Could aliens exist? Creating religions? I don't know. What do you believe? I believe that aliens could have formed the ancient religions, but not the modern religions, because modern religions, we could take the teachings from those ancient religions and bring them to the modern day. So now, number 4. So I'm concluding with number 4. Well, with number 5. Sorry, number 5. Number 5 is, could aliens exist? Sorry, it's for the mix-up over there. So, could aliens exist? Throughout history, we could see that there's many artifacts and statues, and as well as scriptures depicting leaders of being aliens and rulers being aliens, with coordinating skills and talking to aliens. We could see that some ancient religions think that aliens are gods, or gods are aliens, whatever in the scriptures could say, and also in the statues. However, it all depends on the civilizations that occurred. So ancient Egyptians have like heads of eagles and dogs and everything like that. That could be aliens, toads, everything like that. You got some like ancient Greeks that have like men who are women who are powerful, like superhero kind of strength. Zeus could be this king. It would be like a head of the alien culture. Well, so you could have other aliens, which like that Ares would have been one of war and factions. He could be a different alien caste or faction, but then all in one banner. So different types of aliens under rule of one other alien. That could have been it, but depends on what it is. So some theories prove to show that aliens have created religion, and religion was created by people and everything like that. But it's some theories show that Earthlings or humans actually met aliens and adopted them into their subculture, and becoming part of Earth now, probably some Earthlings, which could be aliens, or could be related to aliens, which I might talk into another video, which will be related to reptile people, which is another conspiracy theory. And then also another why I think this is a conspiracy theory is that aliens have created the modern civilizations that we lived on today. So Romans could be alien. How could their shields be different, and how could everything be different to everything of the Greeks and everything? So that's what I'm thinking. If the aliens did exist, um, could Atlantis actually be an alien kind of um, place, or where aliens could have congregated? So they had their own land, and people, I mean, these aliens might have had their homes destroyed, their planets destroyed, out far out in the solar system. But then Earth can be the hot spot where they can stay and live and survive. But somehow, you know what happened to Atlantis? Went undersea, got destroyed, totally gone. And then you might have other civilizations which could be aliens, and then you got like the Easter Island heads, like I said before. But this is a conspiracy. Do they exist? What do you think? Do you think they existed? I believe they existed. I believe because God created humans, God could create aliens, and God could create you know um, different civilizations and different creeds and castes. And we are living today. Probably we can be living today with aliens and other beings from other planets. So that's it. So that's it for today. I know this is a quite short video and going through quite a niche topic um, based on the existing existence of aliens. But do you think aliens exist? Like I said, I believe they do exist. If God made humans, they made aliens. Now, I'll be going through another video on this, kind of a bit similar to it, which is called the Reptile People Conspiracy. Hope you can check that soon. I know this final bit. This is my final bit and final 2 minutes where I'm gonna just basically clear up. So these are conspiracy videos that I'm making myself. Have found out you may find some more online. You can find out more about what can be very interesting is the Battle Los Angeles theory and the Roswell, New Mexico theory, which are the two major ones that I found, and I found that they were consistent of the modern era. But I don't know what you would think. You may find out a bit more. There might be other theories that you might see. Like I said in the beginning, where I started off with the 1930s, the great Orson Welles did read out, and it actually was true. He did read out from the book, um, The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. That's a good book to read as well. I read the book, and I watched the movies, and the movies actually helped. And there's other sci-fi movies you could look at, and how could relate to aliens, and how from that point in time made all science fiction and aliens become existent. So I'm Suki Cookie, And thank you for watching this video, and please check out my other videos, comment and like this video and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.